were both away well. We were third and it's close to the black. Big Black Jonathan Shanker under the dip. 5 out of 5 for this Ronnie Lackey. He's running out on his fly there, racing. He still gets up. Here the fence under Pegram, the fourth cruises up. Into the now they go up towards the 1,000 and top that on the side. On the turn to Science Base, straight up on the
Hello everyone and welcome back to Flemington for Oaks Day. It is of course Ladies' Day and there they are already in their finery and looking just fabulous. It's a beautiful day in Melbourne. Looks like being about 25 degrees. There's a nice light breeze blowing, so there couldn't be a more perfect day for Oaks Day. And of course the Oaks is the day the fillies run. The 3-year-olds, some of the best in the land and best from other lands as well. Over 2,500 metres and that happens at about 3 o'clock this afternoon. Hi. Good to see you again. And of course the man who's calling all the racing action, Bruce McAvaney.
Tim, you're right, it's an absolutely perfect day for Oaks Day, and we could not have been luckier in Melbourne. We've had 3 fantastic days, 2 great days of racing, and this will be the 3rd.
Well, back in the 1850s and 60s I was reading, you hardly ever saw a lady on the course. They just didn't come. But times have changed, but the reason they come hasn't changed. That's to watch the thoroughbreds go around and hopefully win a quid.
And to dress up and to have a lot of fun, have some chicken and champagne, etc. It's a real fashion day today. Cup Day's a party, Derby Day's racing. Today we've got great fillies racing and we've got splendour all around the track. And as you said, it really is a perfect day. On Tuesday, Tim, it was the most exciting Melbourne Cup that I can certainly remember, and one of the committeemen of the VRC said that Empire Rose, in the 35 years he's been coming, was the most popular winner he could remember.
Yeah, everybody loved her, including me. I mean, I thought she was fabulous from the moment she stepped off the boat, or off the plane. And she won it in courageous fashion.
She's had everybody talking about her, this big mare from New Zealand, Empire Rose. It was a fabulous race. Let's go back once again and see how Empire Rose holds off Natski in the Melbourne Cup of 1988.
Almost set. Empire Rose in front. Natski's got a challenge late. Empire Rose a length in front. Natski trying to get to her. Empire Rose a half in front. Natski won't make it, and the big mare wins. Empire Rose beats Natski. 3 lengths away now, Bono Apollo Run. Behind those Round the World, then Banderole. Next home would have been Ideal Cinnamon, Mr. Bunnythorpe, then came Kensai. Further back, Secret Throughout, Classic Bay, Shadaroon. Full at last behind those from Copper Tonic. Next home now, Gonquin Club. One of the last to finish would have been It's Candide. Orthale knocked up with terrific. Lord Highbrow, Balciano and Might.
First mare for 23 years, first favourite for 11 years. Empire Rose leaving for New Zealand, maybe today, or if she can't get on the plane, on Sunday. The event, 8 Sands Court and 14 Royal Gazer are late scratching. Race 2 is clear. In the 3rd race, just the 1 scratching, 17 Sober Yacht. Race 4, 5 Undoubted, 6 Sea Coin, 13 Clavos and 16 Pressman's Choice. Oak Stakes clear. Race 6, important scratching, number 6 Special. In race 7, the Country Cup, 4 Bonded. In the last, number 4 Ilani Bay. They're the scratchings for the day. And we see the Demon Diver, the Tasmanian, is at 660. Wolver Action 160, having his first start over jumps. Calibration $42, Direct Mail $4. This is for 50 cents. Port Royal 240, his stablemate Spanish Minstrel is 380. Another stablemate, the BN 510. Sands Court Scratch, Believe number 9 is at 19.30. Over the page to Desperate Sweep at $13. Enchanteur 480. Pleasure Bow 22. New Display $15. A late scratching Royal Gazer. First race, the hurdle coming up at 20 after 12 and the favourite.
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. Different types who wear a day coat, pants with stripes and cutaway coat, perfect fits. Putting on the Ritz. Dress up like $1 million trooper, trying hard to look like Gary Cooper. Come, let's mix where Rockefellers walk with sticks or umbrellas in the mix. Putting on the Ritz. Have you seen the well-to-do up and down Park Avenue on that famous thoroughfare with their noses in the air? Hi.
Wolveraction playing up Des. Quickly, you like him?
Yes, I do like Wolveraction. I saw him school during the week, and as we speak, there's a shower of rain, which is unbelievable on a day like today.
That was incredible.
That's just right here, right at the start. But, as you asked me about Wolveraction, he's taking a bit of loading into the gate there, but he schooled on Monday, and he went pretty quickly, and I see where he broke 36 for a mile in Adelaide recently.
His form's very good. Wolveraction's moved in a couple of attendants with him, and it's raining quite heavily. Perfect sunshine before. This is quite amazing. Lights on and they're off. They've caught them fairly well. Missing the start was the Ben. One of the greys got out pretty well, Demon Diver, and getting away pretty quickly also Pleasure Bow, followed by Wolveraction, New Display hunting up with Enchanteur. Direct Mail getting back a little bit, Believe getting up with the inside, but they're pretty well bunched up. Spanish Minstrel went back to the tail. At the second obstacle, New Display in front. Here's the horse from Tasmania. Only 2 starts in Victoria over fences. He leads the way from Believe on the inside, and Demon Diver 3 away from the rail. Wolveraction caught out a bit deep, and they were followed by Pleasure Bow, about 2.5 to Calibration. Desperate Sweep out very wide, followed by the Ben getting up on the inside. A couple 2 Direct Mail, followed by Enchanteur. He won the VRC St Ledger 2 years ago. He's back 4th last in the hurdle race. Second last as they come down towards the next obstacle was Fort Royal, and 3 lengths away the stablemate Spanish Minstrel, one of 3 horses in the race trained by Eric Musgrove. New Display in front, comes to the 4th fence in the straight, a half length to Believe. They're 2.5 lengths to the top weight Demon Diver, 4 lengths to Wolveraction. It's the favourite, trained by Colin Hayes. 2.5 lengths away in 5th position was Calibration. Then Pleasure Bow the inside of Desperate Sweep, the Ben the fence. 2.25 lengths to Enchanteur, 1.5 Direct Mail, a half length away Fort Royal, and 3 lengths away Spanish Minstrel. 15 lengths covers first from last along the Maribyrnong side of the track, 1950 metres to go. And bowling along, New Display leads by a length and a quarter, draws to the next one, got over it okay. Demon Diver edges closer second, Believe on the inside third. There's 3 lengths to Wolveraction fourth, 2 lengths to Calibration, 1 off the fence. Pleasure Bow on its inside, then the Ben edging closer. Desperate Sweep 3 deep, 2.5 Direct Mail, Enchanteur as they draw to the next one. And back in the field, Spanish Minstrel and Fort Royal. At the 1600, New Display in front, he's jumping okay. He leads them by a length and a quarter. Demon Diver second on the outside of Believe. A half length away, Wolveraction trying to get through in the centre. They were followed by Calibration wide, Pleasure Bow the inside, then came the Ben. Around the outside was Enchanteur, then Desperate Sweep, Direct Mail. Second last, Fort Royal, and 2 lengths away, Spanish Minstrel. 12 lengths between first from last, and the leader jumping okay. New Display about 3/4 of a length in front. Demon Diver second, about 2 lengths away, Wolveraction. A half length the outside, then the Calibration. They were followed by the Ben, starting to make up a little bit of ground. Then came Desperate Sweep. Around the outside, Fort Royal, 2 lengths Direct Mail, Believe under pressure, and well back in the field. Then as they run up towards the 950 was Spanish Minstrel and Pleasure Bow. The leader is now Wolveraction, took over from New Display. Wolveraction just in front, coming at it, Enchanteur around the outside. Then Demon Diver under a little bit of pressure. New Display's dropped back quickly. Around the outside, Fort Royal, followed by the Ben, Pleasure Bow, and well back was Calibration. Running up to the home turn, it's Wolveraction on the inside of Enchanteur, and they've raced away from the Ben. Then Fort Royal, followed by Demon Diver, Pleasure Bow. On the turn, 500 metres left to run. Enchanteur on the outside of Wolveraction. Enchanteur just in front. Wolveraction fights back. Enchanteur hard ridden as they come down to the second last one. Could make all the difference. Enchanteur's fallen. Enchanteur's down and Wolveraction's left with a big gap. Enchanteur fell at the second last, and Wolveraction's about 6 in front of the stablemates, Fort Royal and the Ben. Wolveraction gets over it. He's 5 or 6 lengths clear. Trying hard, Fort Royal, then the Ben. A break to Pleasure Bow and Direct Mail, but Wolveraction's going to win easily. He's made his debut over the jumps today, started favourite, and Wolveraction wins it by 6. Second placing Fort Royal, 3 to the Ben. A break Direct Mail, Pleasure Bow, followed by Desperate Sweep. Next time in the race, Spanish Minstrel. They were followed in by Demon Diver, New Display knocked up, and finished last of all was Calibration, and of course Enchanteur has come down, and one of them's been pulled up, and that's been Believe just prior to turning for home.
Well, I can assure the Daryl Cannon's people, friends, family that he's okay. He's walked to the ambulance. He had what we'll call a harmless fall. It looked like a heavy fall. I'm sure that he was going to make Wolveraction earn the full prize money, but it wasn't to be. He skidded on landing, and Enchanteur just lost Daryl, but he's okay for all those people at home who are related to Daryl and want to know his well-being. Believe was pulled up, why I don't know, and the winner was just too good. He was always going to be very hard to beat because of his flat ability. He's jumped the last. He jumped a few a bit stickily, but once he got to the front over at about the 900 metres, he jumped that one nicer, and he went on then. But he was just too brilliant on the day because he's just got the speed. But Enchanteur was going to make a bit of a race of it.
Yeah, and Wolveraction was travelling the better coming to the second last jump, Des. But you've got to get a jump over them to win them, and Colin Hayes has trained another hurdle winner, and he's talking to one of our men in the mounting yard.
Colin, it must...
Action is 135 and 80, Port Royal 95, the Bairn 155, Quinella 365, and the trifecta $40.50. So Wolveraction $1.35 and 80 cents on the first event on the program. The Eurovox, and he's showing 95 cents to 50 cents. Isle 675, Shipwreck 305, Oakwood 320, Painted Ocean 440, Simone, who's a bit of a tip here, 11.85 from the Hayes stable, Valjean 11.25, Sweet Baby James $25, Tricky Dancer $40.20, Weatherly 35.35, Famous Spur 74, Magic Territory 91, and Red Meadow 145. The favourite Big Grey Roo at 95 cents.
Excuse me, Sean.
They go on third, fourth, box. And they're racing.
Drives down and speed locked in. They were off in a race to win all races. They're off. The trainers, known as beaters in this type of racing, begin banging the board in an act of subtle encouragement.
I rode a camel like that once. We'll take a break and come back with race 3 rather, right after this. No.
Magic Territory moves along to the starting stalls, and they're just about set for a start here. Race number 2, the lights on, and they're off and racing, and Big Grey Roo jumped with them today. Sweet Baby James got out okay, and so too did Oakwood. Then Painted Ocean, followed by Shipwreck and Simonini going across from an outside barrier. He'll try and lead. Getting back in the field was Fame the Spur, followed by Weatherly, and Red Meadows dropped out to the tail end of the field. Simonini goes to the front as they race up towards the 1600 metres point, and this horse trained by Colin Hayes has raced away. Gary Clark in the saddle, Simonini 2 lengths clear. Second Oakwood a half length to Big Ray Roo with a run of the race. Zipping around the outside now was Magic Territory, and Fame the Spur around them's gone up to Giants, join Simonini. Shipwreck goes up to be 4th. Oakwood's running 3rd, and Big Ray Roo got shuffled back, goes to 6th. Then came Weatherly, and they were followed by Painted Ocean. Valjean on the outside from Tricky Dancer. Isle was second last, and a length and a half away, Red Meta. At the 1200, Fame the Spur in front, one of the bolters. Leads by a length and a quarter. Shipwreck up a lot closer today, goes to second. Simonini 3rd. A length and a half away, Oakwood travelling well. Going around the mile out 3 deep, and then Valjean. Big Ray Roo got shuffled back to midfield. Magic Territory next. A length to Tricky Dancer, followed by Sweet Baby James and Painted Ocean, Weatherly, and last of all, Red Meta. About 10 lengths covers first from last, and Fame the Spur 3/4 of a length to Shipwreck. Isle went up on the outside, back on the fence, Simonini. Oakwood comes into it, and they were followed by Valjean. Big Ray Roo, the stablemate, on its inside. It'll have to get going from there. It's 6 lengths off the leaders, and Clark starting to get stuck into him. Around the outside, Tricky Dancer, and they were followed well back by Sweet Baby James. Further back to Painted Ocean, and then came Weatherly. At the 500 metres point, Fame the Spurs a length and a half to Shipwreck. Here's Oakwood on the outside, then came Simonini. Big Ray Roo's under the whip and only struggling. Then Valjean Isle down the outside from Tricky Dancer. Oakwood's out after Fame the Spur at the 300. Fame the Spur a length and a half in front of Shipwreck, and Oakwood on the outside. Fame the Spur a length in front. Shipwreck pegging it back. Shipwreck is getting the Fame the Spur. Shipwreck's taken a narrow lead, and Shipwreck's going to get up and win. Shipwreck first, about a half neck. Second, Fame the Spur. Oakwood third, every chance. Painted Ocean ran on well and had no luck. Then Valjean, Big Ray Roo, Simonini, followed by Isle, Tricky Dancer, Magic Territory, Red Meta, Sweet Baby James, and Weatherly's been the last horse to finish in the Eurovox Stakes.
Well, it was a
And a Shipwreck, who was one of the favourites, second favourite behind Big Ray Roo, paid $2.35 in Victoria and 85. Fame the Spur 610, Oakwood 75, and the trifecta 1787.20. Don't have the Quinella or the running double at this stage. Shipwreck 2.35 on the second. Victoria for 50 cents, Momentaire 90 for a win, Spanglet 445, Stiletto Way 280, big odds for another Revette, Even Smarter, Hot Set, Iceberg Baby, Lock Walk and Madam Minister. Over the page to number 10, Nina Bonita $11, Paratime, Reganza for Bart Cummings first up 19, Saloon Rule, Scotch Air first up for Colin Hayes, a bit of a tip, 660, Smooth Bay, Rising Supreme, both at big odds, Scratch Sober Yacht, Sweet Ripper to be ridden by Rodney Dawkins, $24, and the final two, Royalty Lass and Herms Kaput, both at big odds. So Momentaire is absolutely dominating the betting on the second race on the program. And one man who's been...
Yes, I am, no worries. And look at that. Oh, yum, yum, yum. A bit of bread there and all that, and a little bit of sausage as well. And put that in the kick. Oh, yes, that'll be nice for a bit of supper later on. Little bit of coleslaw and some beautiful potato salad. Pop him on there. And look at those strawberries. Yum, yum, yum. I love strawberries. Yes, I do. But, oh, look out. Whoops, I looked around everywhere and I couldn't find them. And luckily the girl said, oh, here they are. They're on the plate under the oven. I said, thanks very much. I better have those. And then I got my food and I went over and I started to socialise. If you've got a prawn up yours in, have a look at mine. It's very nice. It really is. And then the young fellow there, he's going, oh, well, there's a bit of a smell on the air at springtime, isn't there, eh? A bit of a beautiful smell. And I agree with him. It was a lovely day. As I chomped away on my old chicken bone there. And an old friend, he came on over. He said, hello, Uncle Arthur, would you like to come with me? And I said, no worries at all. I haven't got any lunch, he said. I said, well, here, have my lunch. Go on, take it. I don't mind at all. He said, it smells beautiful, Uncle Arthur. It really does. And I had my own lunch there, so I opened it all out with a bit of milk and a Vegemite jar there into a cup of tea out of the thermos. Yum, 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 yum. And have a bit of a sip on that. It tastes beautiful, doesn't it, eh? And of course, you've got to have a bit of Arnie Dawn's muesli cake, haven't you, eh? That'll keep you as regular as clockwork. Yes, it will. Yum, 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 yum. And of course, a bit of a slurp on the old cup of tea as well. It'd keep you as regular as clockwork. The only thing was, it sort of went straight through me like the Southern Aurora. Yes, it did. So I thought, well, I'd better go to the toilet fairly quickly because I'm out and I don't want to embarrass myself, do I? So I went up there, and then I went to the toilet and I found a set of scales. So I jumped on there with a 10-cent piece in my hand, ready to put him into the hole. But the only thing was, I couldn't find the blessed hole of where it was meant to go. And the old bloke said, don't worry about it, Uncle Arthur. I can tell you how much you weigh. And I said, I'll just put the 10-cent piece there and keep everybody happy. And out into the betting yard we go. Hello there, young girlies, I'm saying. Howdy-doody there. How you going? And I thought, I'll go and make a bit of a bet on a horse. I said, have 2 bob each way on that one there, and I'll have 2 bob on that one there, and I'll be in the money, won't I? Oh, yes, I will. Lots of money if I win. And I'm wandering around. I'm looking for Arnie Dawn. I'm looking around. I can't see her. Where are you, Arnie Dawn? So I hopped up there like that. And there was Arnie Dawn over there. There I'm saying, Arnie Dawn, meet me here at 10 to 1, 10 to 1, Arnie Dawn, 10 to 1, Arnie Dawn. And all those people said, if you're at the Melbourne Cup on the line, you'll need some money. I said, no worries at all. I'll put that in there. I'll have a bit of a bet later on, won't I? And I smelled up. And there was Laurie Lawrence and Duncan Armstrong. How put up there, young swimmer, your gold medalist. I said, give us a bit of a hug, Laurie, no worries at all. And he said, well, you're a bit of a champion too, Uncle Arthur, aren't you? Hey, no worries at all. I'll see you later. I'm join you for that. And I'm looking around for, a spot to see the Melbourne Cup. So I climbed up the stairs all the way up to the top, and I thought to myself, this will be a wonderful spot to watch the Melbourne Cup, won't it, eh? I reckon if we get up to the top, we'll be able to see the whole world. Look at that. So I got my binoculars out and I started looking around. It was marvellous. My old friend came up and said, oh, this is a place for the stewards. And I said, I know lots of stewards. There's Brucey Stewart and Ronnie Stewart. He said, it doesn't matter. You'll have to get down those stairs anyway. So I climbed all the way down the stairs. I said, I'll find a better spot to watch the Melbourne Cup. And I went out there all the way, right through the gate, right out into the middle there of the grass I was. I went, whoa, look out, and here comes the horses. They're coming down the track. They're saying, look out, Uncle Arthur, look out, Uncle Arthur. You'll get skipped if you don't watch out. So I was running all the way down the track there. And the crowd saying, come on, Uncle Arthur, come on, Uncle Arthur. They're saying, and I'm going, whoa, all the way across the finishing line there. It was marvellous, wasn't it, eh? And everyone said, you're a winner, Uncle Arthur, you're a winner. And I was, wasn't I? Anyway, that was my trip to the Melbourne Cup. Good on you, young kids, and see you next time. Come on, you there.
So running slightly late, lights on there racing. Nina Bonita jumped out okay. Spangler showing speed. Momentary got out only fairly. Dittman's got to ride her hard to get some speed up. She's up running about midfield. One of the best to jump away was Sweet River and Saloon Rule going quickly. And look at Spangler towards the outside, and they're all going down the flat side of the track. Stiletto Way gets up on the inside and leads Spangler over the crossing. Scott Share was third. Then Smooth Bay followed by Nina Bonita. Momentary would want to get a move on. She's 6 lengths off the lead and hard ridden as Spangler kicks away from Stiletto Way at the 400. Scott Share under the whip. Then Saloon Rule, Nina Bonita. Scotch Bay out wider, followed by Reganza. Momentary gets into the clear, hard ridden. Then Royalty Lass, followed by Lockwalk, and well back in the field another Event, followed by Hermes Cap at Hot Set and wider out Rising Supreme. Saloon Rule's taken the lead, 200 to go, kicked away from Spangler. Then Momentary, followed by Stiletto Way, battling back. Saloon Rule's raced away though with 100 to go and she'll win easily. Spangler second, running on hard Reganza, but Saloon Rule wins it by 3 lengths. Second placing goes to the fast finishing Reganza, just in front of Spangler and Hot Set. Momentary, never a chance. Then were followed in by Lockwalk and Stiletto Way, knocked up from Iceberg Baby. Further back in the field then to Smooth Bay. Then were followed home by Hermes Cap at Nina Bonita. Well back Madam Minister, Rising Supreme. Then were followed by Paratime. Scott Share knocked up badly, and Royalty Lass has been one of the last horses to finish in the Byron Moore Stakes.
Well, it was Saloon Rule, and not even seen at the trials.
Very little known about the horse. Started at very lucrative odds if you're a tote punter.
Saloon Rule in Victoria is 107.60 and 15.70. Regan's a 5.30, Spanglet 95, and for 50 cents the trifecta is $52,000, 493. Quinella 1,300, the running double 320. Quinella in the first was 268 in the second, I should say, and the running double 655. Kelly and Keith Hillier. Speeding Fine 185 for 50 cents. Nanya Tara 225. Ascent of Man 330. Bosleyan $6. Scratched Undoubted and Seacoin. Bistro Bow 745. Mr. Imperious 610. Solomon from Tasmania has won his last three, $8. State Banquet from the Hayes Stable 650. Tristram Court 585. Inca 1390. Scratch Clavos. Pinotage 1565. Zam Zulu from the Maloney Stable $30.05, and Scratch Pressman's Choice. Now the selections for race 4.
Welcome back to Flemington. Oaks Day, of course, and they call it Ladies' Day. The Oaks run pretty shortly at 3 o'clock. And a beautiful day. That shower of rain we had earlier was just an aberration. It's all gone away. And it's a beautiful sunny day, I guess about mid-20s.
For race number 4, Dan Malicki in the broadcast box to call all the action on the 4th event.
Thanks, Bruce. Only 2 to go up and they've gone into the starting stalls. Ready. Quadrella first leg for Victorian punters. And they're set to go 1,400 metres. And they're off and racing. Tristram Court a bit slow to begin. The grey Pinotage, one of the best out, but it's racing with its head in the air in the early stages. Getting away pretty smartly also was Asset of Man. He's in search for the lead. Just in behind those, Mr. Imperious and Speeding Fine. Nanya Tara going up wide, and Inca was in that bunch too as Mr. Imperious drops off to 6th. Going up on its outside, Nanya Tara. A length away then to Solomon, followed by State Banquet, getting back with Boleon. And 2.5 lengths away, Tristram Court at the tail of the field, about 10 off the lead. Asset of Man finally worked over to the lead, a length and a half. Speeding Fine went up on the outside second, 3/4 of a length away, Pinotage. Then came Inca, followed